Alright, it's Wednesday here. Usually I'm pretty good on Wednesdays, so let's see how this goes. So I'm in Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Tesla. Getting a little gap up around 500. Alright, really nice gap up. Up 5100, I'm selling right away. Trimming some AMD. Every time we have these huge gap ups, now I don't even look at the chart. I just trim right away. It's one of the best things I've ever done. Trimming Nvidia, because I would always try to hit that pre-market high break, and it almost never happens, so just trim that right away. Tesla's still consolidating. It's slowly pushing higher, but it's still not really doing much. Looking for that key breakout level back in early May of 367.70. So that's a huge level right there. Also a key level here at 356. Going to trim another Nvidia. For these huge gap up days, you pretty much have to trim right away. And that's pretty much the whole day. It's done after that. First 30 minutes, so. Really nice move on Nvidia. Going to trim more off. Just an insane move. 257 to 960. Just a ridiculous gain. Every time it looks like it's never going to stop going up, that's when you trim. Every time you want a screenshot, that's when you trim. 39% on Oracle. Options are up over 1,000%. You can see Tesla really tight on the weekly bands here. Right at a key breakout spot on that volume shelf. There's this Apple OTM call. 476,000. Did buy a small Apple position. It's been selling off for about 5 days. It's pretty much what I wait for, is just selling off for a few days and then some big tech calls to come in. Also check out my last video if you haven't seen it. I'm going to take some more Tesla. There's a bunch of calls coming in. I like the 375 call for 926. Pretty much all my trades are just flow copies. I'm very picky on what I take. So I took one of those. I'm going to sell this one here for 905. 480 to 905. About 100% gain. Google's still looking pretty good here. Just broke a key level. End of the day up 3,700. So a really solid day here. Nvidia up 243%. Google up 312. AMD up 78. Tesla's down 35%, but this is the roll up. Had a really nice gain on the other contracts. Here's some of the flow. Nvidia 1.8 million. There's that Apple idea. Just started an Apple position. Had some really good Nvidia trims. When I posted Tesla's about to explode. So 356 is that key level on Tesla. We're also seeing some huge Apple calls. 23.5 million for November. Been seeing a ton of calls recently. Pretty huge orders. Could be anticipating the rate cut. Another 2 million OTM call. More massive Google calls. 15 million, 25 million. Alright, it's Thursday. Nvidia getting a nice gap up. Another gap up from yesterday. Probably should trim some right now. Alright, just trim for 560. Apple's starting to look better. Finally getting a green day. Taking some more. 235 calls for the 26th. Up 1,500 right now. Pretty solid day. When you hit these gap up days, don't even look at the chart. Just trim right away. Some of the best advice I've ever learned. Tesla, really nice rally today, up 5%. Finally broke that key level. Up 2,200 right now. Every time a stock's right near a key level and I see flow, I love buying ladders, so different strikes and dates, so that I can trim easily. Yep, Nvidia pulled back. Told you. Pretty much always does that on every gap up. We can see these Apple calls coming in. Huge AMD buy. $500 million in shares. Ended that day up 2,800. Tesla calls 78%. Nvidia 293%. And another Nvidia position 220% and 235%. Alright, Friday here. Tesla really likes Fridays, so this could be good. Took a couple short-term calls on Tesla the other day. Might take more even. It's getting a nice spike at open. Yeah, I'm going to take one more here. Probably the 380 call. It's pretty cheap. It's only 160 right now. All right, I just took one of those. Still in the 375 call. Got the 380 call for 164. And I'm just seeing a bunch of Tesla 0 days come in. Up 2,400 right now. I like to trim when I hit in the money. When I'm in the money and spiking hard, that's when I trim. And I always do market orders. I never do limits. It just takes too long. And a lot of times they don't fill, which is really annoying. Gonna trim the Tesla's 375 call. In the money. 160 to like 720. Yeah, Tesla's just cooking right now. Up 3,800. Up 4,600 now. Gonna take some more off in a second. All right, this is insane. Market selling this. 650 to 2680. Up 930% on one of them. Up 330 on this other one. Up 1,000%. 1,060%. Market sell 160 to 1870. And that's just insane. Tesla really likes Fridays. Selling an Apple call here too. 189 to 383. About 100% gain. Trying to buy a 405 call for September 19th on Tesla. All right, finally got it. Yeah, look at this insane breakout on Tesla. Up 7.5% today. Up 9,000. I'm going to finally sell this Google call. Another insane play. So I bought this Google call for $259. It was a really long swing trade. Finally sold it for $23.51. It was an 808% gain, so that was pretty insane. Here's the Tesla flow. Look at these, were all 0 days, which is insane. Also, Amazon call is getting loaded. Another QQQ buy, 13 million for next week. End of the day up 89.44. Market's probably going to cool down here though. Could have a few red days here. But right now I'm on an insane 4-day green streak. Made 1,700, 3,500, 2,700, and then 8,300. Total of 16,300. And every time I go on a 3 to 4 day green streak, I always pull half the gains and then put them into shares and spreads. So that's pretty much my strategy. Hopefully we continue next week.